Hello, my van life friends, people traveling and people that I know that are just curious as to what is she doing now. Well, we do have our van. Ta-da! I put a post on here telling you that I did get it. No makeup today. I am sweating profusely. It is 91 degrees out here in Washington State or more. What I'm trying to do is this door behind me. So I have put insulation underneath the black wall. See the black wall on the bottom? And then insulation on top and butyl tape over that. And trying to kind of make a design going up those two middle doors with the bright shiny silver. And then I am going to actually decorate the doors, and I'm going to use the kind of like styrofoam insulation on top of that, glue it on there. And I have a beautiful, beautiful picture to put on top of that. So I'm going to do that. But you know how when you look at all these van life videos and people are making and insulating and doing their van, they just make it look so easy. Like, well, just slap that right up there. There's a few sound deafening tiles, whatever, blocking tiles on top of me. I'm going to put more than that. So I'm using the sound deafening stuff underneath these black walls. You pop these black walls off. There's quite a bit of space there. And so then I'm using the stuff to go under there. Then I put the black wall back, and then I usually put that insulation on top. So it's like overkill. I have to stuff, you see where all these holes are above my head? It's the same thing all the way around, which is good. I mean, it's good. And I'm going to put the stuffing in those holes and kind of fill that all in. So I call it stuffing. It's insulation. You know what I mean. So I put that in there. But, you know, when you do and see all these beautiful videos, it just looks so easy. Like the girls got on shorts and they're barefoot and they're jumping around in there with their boyfriend. And it's like, woo-hoo. It's not woo-hoo. Let me tell you, first of all, this butyl tape that's silver, it has a blue backing on it, and it's hard to get it off, so I kind of have to score it with a pin, and then I have to pull it off, which is half of the battle. I learned that over time, and yeah, it doesn't always go as smoothly as you think it's going to go. So especially if it's the first time, and it is my first time, I'm anxious to get at least this back half done, because then my bed will actually go in here. If I can get the roof, the walls, and the back done enough that I can get my bed in here, then it makes it easier. So that means basically half of this van, or almost all of it, because I want to work up to where the door is, which is, let me turn around because then I can tell where I'm at, which is right there. So that means that entire wall on that side and the entire wall on the other side, same width, height, length. So that's about half though, because then I've got some more. And then I do want to block off where this door is. I'm going to put a piece of wood in there, paint it white, and make it look like a wall. So, and then have a curtain on top. So when you open it, there's still air circulation, but at the same time, it's, you know, I can open and close it. Anyway, so I have to go back to work. I don't want to stay on here too long, but I did want you to take a look. I got the van, and now the work begins. I have no makeup on, so my apologies for that. Usually you see me with makeup on, and my face is all beautiful, and I have colors, and and my hair is down, and I look gorgeous. Well, I don't today. And I'm not going to, because it's 91, and I'm sweating. The sun is directly on the back part of this van. The front part is in my carport, but it doesn't all fit in the carport. So that's another thing. You see all these videos, and they're like in a garage or in a shaded area, and they're all like, oh, look at me. And that's not how reality goes, y'all. So I'm going to be as real as possible and let you know this is what it's really like. Now, when this is done, it's going to be magnificent and glorious and beautiful. I am sure. I have some special things I want to put on these back doors, and I'm not going to show you just yet, but I am using the big styrofoam boards as well. And that you can pull this stuff off and actually just put that in there if you wanted to. But me, with my overkill idea, I want sound deafening because, you know, like when you sit in your car, it's super quiet, right? Which is why a lot of times we like to sit in their car after work at night. So I want that kind of same serenity here. I don't want to hear kids. I don't want to hear dogs barking, like if they're right outside of my window. So that's why I'm doing all this. In the meantime, pray for me because the house is not sold yet. I need it to sell, but God knows the timing and he knows the person. I may have an offer coming in. I'm not sure. I'll keep you posted on that. And once that's done, then I got to think about moving, putting stuff in storage because I will have a storage, and getting this van done, which is why I'm going to work about 7 hours today, 4 hours tomorrow, 4 hours on Tuesday, just to get this done. And they usually say about 21 days to do a full inside like this. So, and that's working every day, and I work. So I can't just do it every day, and I'm doing it all by myself. So there you go. So it's not all fun and glory like they show. It's fun in that you see your end result. I will say that. So I'm not really complaining because I can see the end result. I know it's going to happen and it's going to be fantastic. But in the meantime, it's a lot of sweat and a lot of tedious work sometimes. And it just takes a minute. I have fans I can put in here. Actually, I have 4 of them I can put in the back here, and it would make it glorious. But right now, I think my biggest thing is just kind of chug along. Once I get all that silver up the sides like I want to do, and one big long one down there just to double check and hold it with that butyl tape. And I like the butyl tape. So, by the way, the black tape, like Gorilla Black tape, and don't try to do that. Don't take a shortcut because that doesn't stick. It doesn't stay. And it certainly doesn't stick to that black stuff. So it's like got a plasticky finish. I do have a rug in here. I have to get another one just to, it's not quite big enough. So it would be big enough for the bed and big enough for that space. But I want to make it all the way through, you know, a basic rug and basic foundation. So I'm going to do that. But I wanted to touch base with you. So I'm using the sound, I'm going to call it sound deadening, okay, soundproofing stuff that I found on Amazon. It comes in a 40 by 40 sheet. I probably could get Insulate, but it's a lot more expensive. So this stuff isn't that expensive, and because I'm doing it step by step. Let me stand in front of my work here, because you get it, you know, step by step. It's easy to cut. I will say that. It comes on. It shows it on a roll, but it's actually folded up in a package, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It is like this. So when you buy, it's like this. So that's the thickness. Got this stuff peels off. It sticks real well. This silver is on the top, and I'm doing it both under and on top of that black wall. At first I thought I could just maybe paint the black wall and have that look pretty, but I decided, you know what, then I can put stuff over. So like that stuff, I'm going to still put stuff over it, and it gives me an extra layer, even if it's thin, even if it's more than what it was before. I'm not a professional van builder, but if this works, which I think it will help me a lot more than when I rented that U-Haul van and had no insulation, right? That was too cold. Right now it's too hot, and then it's going to get too cold. Washington State is now having a heat wave, believe it or not, and up until at least Tuesday of temperatures that they haven't seen in a long time. So, and that's just where I happen to be in Washington State. So, yeah. So, I don't look my best today, I know, but I'm working. Who cares? So, you're going to have to put up with this, I guess. And we'll leave it at that. In the meantime, I'm getting messages and messages and messages. I love the van. It drives very smooth. It drives like a car. Just a turning radius, you have to remember, is wider. So getting in parking spots, I tend to go where there's like nobody. And I try to go where there's 2 or 3 empty spots together, because it takes me a little while to get back and forth in there. And there's Lola. She's in her doggy playpen outside, and she's just saying hello to everybody in the planet. So even though there's no other dogs, I may take her in. It's just too hot. She wanted to be in the carport, and she's in the shade in her doggy playpen. I think it's best just to take her in, let her get cooled off. So I'm going to do that. Oh, let me show you my beautiful curtains up front. I'll stand in front of them. So ta-da! So those are the darkening curtains. That's one I made, that silvery one, and then over here. And they go all the way to the floor. And I wanted them that way to protect everything. I do have a delivery coming. Oh no, that's somebody's loud car. I thought maybe it was going to be a delivery. It almost sounds like a truck. She doesn't have a muffler on her car, so. Anyway, Lola! Stop! She's just going to keep it up. Every time I'm on a video, right? So we're going to go ahead and take her in and give her some relief from this heat. She's only been out here about 10 minutes and now she's going bananas. So I don't know what she's hearing or seeing. But let me get her in and I'll keep you posted on the progress. Please keep checking back. Subscribe, thumbs up, doing the best I can. Not too bad for, you know, somebody's a little bit up there in age. You know, I'm limber and can get around. And I will continue to do that. I'm healthy, so let me go ahead and do what I need to do. Oh, that comes one of my neighbors. Everybody wants to know what I'm doing, so they keep stopping by. And it's like, okay, I know it's a little unusual, but let me get done, please. So, anyway, guys, they mean well, so I can't complain too much. I'm going to get her in because she's never going to stop. We'll have that constant in the background. So, I'll get her in, and I'll give you an update in a little while as we get more and more done. So, check back with me. I will see you soon. This is how you start. That's how I'm starting. So, if you don't have a whole lot of skills, this is one of the easiest ways to start. You can do it for sure. If you have any questions, of course, ask me. I'll tell you where I got it on Amazon. I'll send you pictures of it. And it's not hard to find. It really isn't. It's just like basically a sound barrier and insulation. So, you know, you can find it. I know you can find it. Just felt like something slid down. No bugs. Okay. I don't like bugs, just so y'all know. I think it was a chain moved. Yeah. After today, I'm taking a bath. I mean, okay. Anyway, guys, I'm going to talk to you later, and I'll look better maybe in one of my other videos, but just not these few, because it's like, yeah, I know I look scary. So don't show small children. They might run out of the room screaming. But anyway, I'm going to get a move on here because I won't get done otherwise. Hey, you guys, it's still Aloha Ke Akua. I got to get the stickers for the side of the van. And love one another as the Lord has loved you. And do help one another, please. I'm going to get over here. So aloha nui loa. Love you much. Mahalo nui loa. Thank you so much for listening. I have background noise. I know. And I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully, we'll look a little better. Not a whole lot of sleep, as you probably can tell. And I will talk to you later. Bye for now. Aloha. Bless you.